Hi guys, good morning. It's another self reminder, self affirmation, whatever you say. You know, the life you have been given, the time you got a lifespan, and you cannot control that time. I mean, you got a specific time, appointed time to be born here, and a specific point in time to leave. So this place is a transition, and the time we've been given is a test. Often we forget that. Often we don't realize. Often we get busy with so many other stuffs which are not necessary in our life, but we don't understand because we learn to live our life from different perception, and we learn to breathe for some other reasons. We do have a lot of proofs here, a lot of evidence, and a lot of guidance, learning stuffs, but we don't go through because we don't need to. We feel that we're self-sufficient. We feel that we have power over us to manage everything, to go over, but it's not the same what we think. It's not the same what we project, plan, and schedule for accomplishing something. And it's at the end of the day when you realize, but you get no time in your hand. When you live like a loser, you start to curse yourself when you living. Why? Just because you haven't seen, just because you haven't go through, just because you didn't realize your responsibilities. You get yourself busy with having food, getting friends, and making your society, your community, earning money, making business, running after power, and when you actually about to take your last breath, at the moment you feel like I'm living all these beautiful things, all these valuable things that I had in my life, but I'm leaving empty handed. I got nothing to me to take with, and I'm gonna go there alone. It reminds you all the past memories, all the good times, all the bad times you had in your life, but you cry out because you look back and you see that there were a lot of opportunities in your life to learn the life, to look for the purpose of being here, to learn about destination, to learn about the whole journey. You looked at the navigator, you had a big screen, you've been given all the tools and materials to create your own roadmap, but you couldn't make that because you had your own roadmap and you had your own navigation panel and you got your own map in your hand. So you were blinded and you didn't look at the real uh, geography. You just looked at the map screen that was not real, that was a virtual uh, anticipation in your life, and you were very, very, very busy with that. But now, let me come to the point, man. That is what is the time, utilizing, managing your time, not controlling. I'm not saying that you control your time. You cannot control your time because it clicks, the clock ticks away. They rotate to the same speed. That is the solar system we got, and the time is completely connected with that. So it's an ordained system. This system is developed and built up by your creator, and he said on his books, mm, that you got no power over time. You cannot hold the time. You cannot stop it. You cannot go back, rewind your life to make it over, to reconcile everything. But you can do either. Whatever time you got in your hand, you utilize. You manage your time. You manage your schedule. You manage your life into a formation where you have time to learn, you have time to understand, you have time to get knowledge, you have time to feel the benefits of understanding all, and then you implement all the learnings in your life before you die. Your memory is very precious. Your memory is very, 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 very sophisticated, and that is what is the most valuable thing that you got, because your neuron system that controls your body, your mind, and everything. It gives you that insight, it gives you that energy, it gives you that connectivity that you really need to live your life. But you realize something else. You start to put all the unnecessary information into that memory, and the space is full of junks, so that whenever anybody tells you to do something good, to have something positive in your life, to make it over, you cannot, because it's full. And you try to get rid of all these things, but you cannot, because it's split like the germs. It grows very fast because you give them plenty of room to do all these things now. And my job is to explain all these things, and my job is to like give you some details, give you some examples, give you some real factors, tell you some stories from some real life experiences, share with you my stories, my past, and my experiences, my knowledge, and my learnings, because this is what I was uh, supposed to be doing. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that it's not only thinking about yourself, it's about living your life with everybody. And when you want to live your life with everyone, everybody, whoever you are surrounded by, you have to spread your knowledge. You have to, give the same learning, same information, and same process of living the life, so that they can act the same, they can um, implement the same. But at the end of the day, it doesn't happen because you yourself, you think you're sufficient, you know everything. You start to do your jobs, and you do all the things in the opposite way, or all the things that is not correct, all the things that is learned by learned from someone who were actually the same like you. So he was wrong, and you have been learning the wrong for so long time, and you doing that. People are watching you; they're learning the same. So it's becoming very, very, very complicated, and it's becoming a piece of a wrong concept, or wrong uh, color, that is not actually the right stuff that you need to follow, then you need to have it in your life. Utilize the time. Don't regret before you lose it, because your time is very precious. Your time is very valuable. Don't spend your time uh, for for something which is not really important, and which is not going to give you the power, the backup, to be happy, to be content, to be satisfied in your life, in this dunya and hereafter. And whenever you're passing over the whole process, and you finally uh, design and send to your deserved place, either it's in paradise or it's in hell. But remember that this life is for a certain moment. You got a transition process, that you transit from this dunya to al barzakh, hereafter. And then you got your judgment, and you gotta go somewhere which is completely depending on your activities, on the deeds you do right here. You might have paradise, you might have the hell. And the paradise is a place to dwell with happiness, peace, and all the pleasures eternally. And the hell is the places you get burned, you get punished, you get tormented, you get uh, uh, pay for whatever deed you do here. That's a place of fire. It's it's full of fire, man. You just get burned for every single mistakes you do here. Get it over, man. Reconcile, understand, and act on that. Inshallah, someday you're gonna get the light if you try.